It looks like we're actually up and running this time without any issues.
Smoothly. The camera's on. The sound is hopefully working.
Yep.
Um,
Countdown's going.
The tripod's not falling over.
Oh, it's actually not a countdown. Count up. The timer.
Yes, it's
In a
going.
way, it's going. It says we're live, so it seems like we are up to speed.
It seems like we actually got it on the first go this time. Yay!
Yes. Now we just need people to hop in here.
Hop in, come
Give it a few
in.
minutes. Let's let this marinate for just a bit before we get into anything too heavy, as noon has just struck.
Yes.
Give people some time to hop on here.
What should we do in the meantime? Sing? That's what we usually do.
Yeah.
In life.
Well, that's true. Let's pontificate for 5 minutes.
Of what?
Think.
No, I'm not going to just sit here and think for 5 minutes. See, people are coming in and they're like, why? Why are they just sitting here?
All right, fine. Let's just get started then. First things first. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. And happy first day of spring.
Is it really?
Spring has sprung.
Today? Like really today? March
Yes.
20th is the day?
Yes.
Wow.
That is correct. Today is the first day of spring.
Just our current weather situation where we live in Florida, it seems like spring should have started yesterday.
Yeah, like the past week has actually been very springy.
Yeah, it's like been pretty and sunny. The flowers are really blooming right now. And it's been like not too hot, not too cold. It's been like right in the middle. And today it's like it got cold again. I don't know what happened.
Went back to the heart of winter here.
But anywho, happy spring.
Happy spring. And also, another thing with March 20th, it is to the day, 6-year anniversary of us living here in this home office.
We moved on March 20th?
We purchased our home on March 20th and basically moved.
Wow, today's way more eventful than I thought it was.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah.
Dropping some bombs here on you.
Dropped a bomb on you. That's cool. I didn't realize today had so many milestones.
Yes, so it's a very special day, and our friends are starting to pile in here. Parrish says, hey y'all, hello Parrish.
Hi Parrish.
Thank you as always for joining us. We appreciate it. How about that? Let's change the light a little bit here. I think that's...
Oh.
Maybe not. Maybe I'll just go back to what I had it.
Okay.
How about that?
Either way, you can see us, right?
Yes.
That's good enough.
John Bennett says, hello John.
Hi John.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
We appreciate it as always. And let me know how to pronounce this if you'll give me the phonetic breakdown. It's either Katia or Katia or Katia or something else that I'm not saying.
Both are nice.
I knew a Katia, so I would maybe go with that. But let me know. I want to make sure I'm saying it correctly. But thank you for joining us either way.
Yes.
We appreciate that. Jack says hi. Hello, Jack.
Hi, Jack.
Thank you for joining us. And also, let me know, Amira. Hi. Hello. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for coming.
Yes, always give me the phonetic breakdown of your name so I know I'm pronouncing it correctly. And if you don't, I'll just assume that I was. So we'll just keep going here. So we're here today. If you saw our video posted last night, which we don't usually post on Friday evenings, that was a bit out of the norm.
Well, yesterday was a bit out of the norm in general.
In a good way.
Yes, in a very
good way.
In a good way.
Big news, huge news, in case you didn't miss that. Cruising is, for all intents and purposes, back.
Are coming back.
Back.
It's not like back as in like, oh, cruising started yesterday. No, not that. But
YouTube, sorry, don't mean to derail. YouTube just sent out the notification that we were live.
Oh, really?
Just now. I just saw it come across the...
So, yeah. YouTube, it's kind of like just throwing things at a dartboard as to when notifications go out. I feel like it's always been like a little bit wavery, but I feel like it got really wavery during like the pandemic and everything. Oh yeah, I see the notification just popped up on my phone. Yeah, just popped up on your phone.
Hello, Dawn.
Hi, Dawn.
Thank you as always for joining us. Good morning to you out on the West Coast.
The good thing is, even though the notifications streamed in late, And we've been here for a few minutes.
Sorry, again, I keep derailing. The number of people on the live is just like jumping up right now.
It's
because
like, oh, they're on!
I was wondering, because like usually we kind of have like, right when we go on, there's 0 or 1, and then like within a minute it starts going up, and it wasn't doing that. That's why we were kind of like vamping, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of a little odd, but I thought, it's a little short notice, and it's a Saturday
yeah.
blah, blah, blah. And then those notifications came through, and now it's like, hey, we're here!
Well, good thing is that for the people just coming in, you didn't miss anything. We were just talking about nothing, really.
That's true.
So, yay! Thanks
Just
everybody who's here.
The quick recap of nothing. Hello, thank you for joining us. It's the first day of spring, and it's the 6-year anniversary of our buying of this home.
And I had no idea it was any of those things. So I'm getting caught up just as much as you are.
It's always some surprise and delights there,
You always know things that I don't know.
Well, everyone knows things that other people don't know. You can always learn something. I've always said this, I always believe it. You can learn something from anyone, and they can learn something from you. It just depends what it is.
I have to say, I get like really personally excited when like I share a tidbit that you didn't know. Because it doesn't happen a lot. Because he just knows a lot of things, like a lot of random things. Like a lot of times I'll say something and be like, oh yeah. And I'm like, oh well. Mm-hmm. But no. But like I always get like excited. I feel like I got a Jeopardy question right when it's like oh you didn't know this, I did. Not in a bad way, but just like, oh, I'm glad I could contribute something.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's that. So, yes, first day of spring, 6-year anniversary of buying our home. Welcome, everyone. We're here to talk about big news, fun news, lots of exciting things, and as always, answer all of your questions. So make sure you are sending those. I don't know about you, but I think my favorite thing about lives is answering the questions in real time. It's just so much fun.
Well, we can make a video about what we're going to talk about. I mean, we did. We did. The whole point
That's easy enough, but
is that we can have a conversation with you. That's what makes the lives fun, because
you can like build on things, If someone sends a comment or an email with a question, then you respond, and then that usually is, I mean, might have a little back and forth, but it's nice in real time to be able to like build off of a conversation.
Yeah. Plus, I think it's cool. It's like, oh, we're all here doing this thing together, and it's fun. So I like that.
That is cool. That is fun.
So thank you for spending your Saturday morning or afternoon, or it could be evening if you're somewhere even further away.
Could it even be the next day? I think so. Yes.
I
think Sunday,
like China.
Yeah, I think so. So if you happen to be joining us from China, ni hao.
Ni hao.
Xi, we appreciate it. Let's see. Pam Speckman says, hello from George and Pam Speckman sitting in Best Buy waiting on our computer. Whoa!
Ooh.
So this is really cool because, Pam, we love you. Glad you could join us here for the live.
Yay.
One of our clients, and glad to see you on here. George as well. And really cool because I love Best Buy. That's one of my favorite stores.
He does. He loves Best Buy.
I love Best Buy. I love tech.
New technology is like candy for me. It's like new technology is like your candy.
Oh yeah.
Like my equivalent. Like how excited I get. Like, oh, there's candy store. That's how you are with like technology store.
Yeah, I love it. Again, it's always evolving and just so much fun stuff in there. And yeah, so I love Best Buy. So that's cool.
And also cool that you're not someplace easy. Like you're you're having to like juggle some things and you're still here. So that's awesome. Thank you.
Start broadcasting us on stuff. That's I've pulled up our channel before in Best Buy. On like Apple TV, just start like pulling it up on everything. Like pull up YouTube on the computer, pull up the Apple TV they have connected on the Fire Stick, and just start. Everyone's gonna start listening to us live in Best Buy.
Oh my god.
That's awesome.
Gonna get you kicked out of Best Buy.
Yo, don't do that. They're trying to buy a computer. So don't
take
get
care
kicked
of your business.
We definitely want you to get your computer. Oh, cool. Congrats on your computer.
That's fun.
Devin says, hi. Hello, Devin.
Hi, Devin.
Thank you for joining us. Believe I was just emailing with you yesterday.
Woo!
So you have a lot of fun on your trip coming up.
Yay!
So congratulations on that. Eric says hello from Boston. Whoa, Boston.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm complaining about it being cold. It's probably way colder there.
Oh, yeah, probably. Cool stuff. Bikram Raj says, "Where are you from, sir?" Meaning me or someone else? Because there is a sir and a madam here as well.
But if it is directed towards us, we're in Florida.
Florida from the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Bikram. Was that the Office character? Or was he Vikram?
It was Vikram on The Office.
Okay.
But close enough to where I thought of it, I'm not going to lie.
Thank you for joining us, though.
Thank you for coming.
Tina says, hi from Syracuse, New York.
Ooh!
Fun stuff.
Cool.
Hello. Thank you for joining us. Get a lot of the Northeast coming in today. So.
I like knowing where people are from.
Yeah,
cool.
that is cool. And, like, it kind of... We've never asked for that, and it kind of just organically happened. Like, people would say, hello.
Yeah.
From, like, Clodagh always says, hello from Ireland, or...
Yeah, I would never probably openly ask, because I don't want you to feel, like, uncomfortable sharing your personal information if you don't want to. But I like knowing.
Yeah.
Like, when I was younger and we would take, like, road trips or stuff, like, you know, how you look at the license plates and everything. Like, I always got really excited, like, finding one that was, like, really far away. Like, if you spotted, like, an Alaska one, I thought that was so cool because typically you don't see, like, those in Florida, you know? So it was just, like, I always like doing that. So it's kind of like the adult version right now.
Well, I chuckled when you said that about the privacy thing because I'll recognize names on here and I know who it is because they're a client. Mm-hmm. But it's like their first initial or whatever. So I want to say their name because I want you to know that I recognize it's you I'm talking to. But you're not publicly putting your name out there.
It's the same too, like when we respond in the comments, like we may know who you are, but we'll call you by your username on YouTube because we don't want to invade.
Exactly.
Just because we know you as a client doesn't mean that you necessarily want other people to know you online.
Ryan Hassan, another client. Hello, Ryan. Thank you for joining us. Says, let's go!
You aren't kidding. Let's go.
Let's go. We're going to talk about that in just a hot second. We were getting ready to talk about it, and then the notifications went out from YouTube, and now everyone's here, so we're getting caught up on these comments really quick, but keep sending them, keep sending the comments, keep sending the questions. Let's talk about fun stuff. You want to talk about cruising, you want to talk about theme parks, we have some news on that, very exciting stuff coming up with that. You want to talk about sandals, beaches, you want to talk about travel in general, you want to talk about anything, really, throw it out there.
You want to talk about Bandit?
He's here, he's laying right there on the floor. So
he's all snuggled up on a blanket.
And Icky as well. He's not in this room, but he's
sleeping per usual.
Sleeping per usual of a cat.
Yeah.
On a windy, cold day. They don't want to be outside today.
Now at 2 a.m, that's when he wants to stretch his legs. Meow.
Always knocking about.
Meow, meow. No, but noon on a Saturday, sleep.
Work. Don says, I want to know about Royal coming to the West Coast. When can we see the itineraries?
Don, you were the first person I thought of when I saw that news.
And Don knows that because I sent Don an email about it. Specifically saying, hey, this is coming. Because I know she had asked about it a while back. So for those who don't know, we're going to get caught in the comments here, but just real quick to address Don. So, Royal Caribbean announced the other day that they are going to start sailing once again from the West Coast. I think it's been about 10 years. It's been 10 years. Friends reference. So, yeah, Navigator of the Seas, in fact. Fantastic ship.
I'm not going to lie, I'm jealous
We're
you guys.
We're jealous. Just stealing our Navigator.
But I'm so happy you guys are getting a good ship.
That's true.
Like, it's such a good ship. I love that ship.
It's going to be doing different itineraries. They've basically announced what it is, and I think it was 3, 4, 5, and 7. I want to say 7. Yeah, 7. Do you know what that is a reference to? If you do, let us know.
If you know that reference, you get like the biggest gold star because you can't even.
I don't even think you could search. And maybe.
You could maybe search if you know what it is. I'll tell you this: you can't get that reference in real time anymore.
That's right.
If that makes sense. If that's kind of a clue.
So there you go. Let us know if you know what that is, and we'll talk about it in like an hour if no one guesses.
Okay. Yeah.
So
if we remember.
So Navigator's doing those different itineraries, and they listed the ports that they're going to. Some go to like Catalina Island, I believe. Puerto Vallarta, I think. I'd have to go back and look. They've announced when it is, and it's going to start sailing, I believe, summer of next year. And being able to book, I don't know, because so they announced that, and then they announced like the bigger news. So we've just kind of been caught up on that. Not to mention, if we can just have a quick aside, this has been by far the busiest week I have ever had as being a travel agent.
People are ready to travel, man.
They are. You guys are ready. Everyone's ready. Everyone's excited to get back on track here and start having some more fun. And just to clarify, because I speak very bluntly and people sometimes can misinterpret that. I am in no way complaining. I'm very excited that was my busiest week as a travel agent ever. It was just so cool. Now, part of it at the beginning of the week was because we had been gone. We went to Sandals, Regency La Toc, and St. Lucia, and then we went to Universal and Disney. So there was some catch up there. But no, just a bunch of new stuff and all over. People booking cruises, people booking Sandals, people booking beaches, people booking Disney, people booking Universal.
Yeah.
Lots of fun stuff.
I think,
which is fantastic.
Well, and the vaccines are making a big difference and everything like that. And I think it's getting to the point of the year where people are really starting to think hard about their summer and maybe like starting to feel like, okay, I'm comfortable to maybe do stuff in the summer. So I think that's maybe where the headspace is. But either way, it's exciting, the news that we're getting. It's exciting that people are excited to be doing things again. And of course, there's still things to think about and figure out and make sure that prepared and all that kind of stuff. It's not like, oh, everything's gone. Not yet, but it's nice seeing people excited about travel again instead of just disappointed about travel again. So I think that's the best thing.
Enough heartbreak. I'm tired of being the bearer of bad news.
Right,
Your cruise has been canceled. Your cruise. I have typed, your cruise has been canceled more than I can tell you.
I know.
I don't want to type it anymore. I'm done. Almost, anyways. Hannah's here. Hello, Hannah. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Hannah.
Appreciate it. Jack says hi from the UK. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Awesome. I love when we get some different places. There's been loads of great cruise news this week, especially for us Brits. Oh, okay. I wasn't actually aware specifically for the Brits over there hitting the great news, but there has been lots of great news. So.
Yeah, lots of great news. I'm so glad that things are going better for you guys too.
Yes.
Yeah.
All around the world, around the world. In memoriam of Daft Punk. They're not creating anymore.
Oh, okay.
They're done.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that's the only reason why it's in memoriam.
Yes. That makes me think, though, the Spider-Man in memoriam.
Oh, yeah.
And the beginning of Far From Home.
Thank you, Spider-Man.
Thank you, Spider-Man. Visos Travel says, nice to see you live. Enjoy your videos. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks for joining us live. Chris says, hi from relocated Western Massachusetts. Okay.
All right.
Thanks for joining us, Chris. Seen you a couple times before. Definitely. Nice to have you back as always. Jenner's Patters Cruising Channel, another regular. Hello from Winter Garden, Florida. Hey.
Hey.
So that's funny because our old address was in Winter Garden.
Yes, it was.
Technically, even though it was weird that was because the apartment complex was named after Windermere.
It was weird.
The funniest thing about that is because we moved in that apartment complex like when it opened. Mm-hmm. We were the first ones to ever live in the unit. Right, if you search Windermere K, it's right behind Magic Kingdom, like right behind.
Yeah.
Like as close.
Yeah, it's back when he was a cast member.
Yes.
So we lived close.
But the funniest thing was that we were the first ones to move in. People were legitimately angry when they found out that the address was Winter Garden and not Windermere.
Yeah, I don't know if I guess Windermere gives you bragging rights. I don't know.
It's a lovely town. For those who don't know, it's a smaller town right there in Central Florida, Windermere. And it's very nice. There's a lot of affluence there, celebrities.
Oh, so that's why.
I think perhaps that was why, but it was funny.
I know Tiger Woods lived there or did live there.
Shaq, I think, has the house there.
Okay, yeah.
There's been different ones, so... yeah, awesome.
Yeah, people weren't happy that it was like, oh, I don't have a window. It makes me think of Seinfeld when Elaine's number gets changed. She doesn't have a 212 anymore. It's like, no, it's still the city.
Gotta go.
Yeah, it makes me think of that. It's like oh, you're not Windermere.
It's funny though because Winter Garden, that's where we lived, and as I said at the beginning of the broadcast, 6 years to the day that we purchased our home here. So. How about that? Shouts out to Winter Garden. Thanks for joining us. Vanavi Vanavi. Again, let me know. Want to make sure I'm pronouncing that. It says hi from AZ. That's Arizona. Hello. We like Arizona a lot.
We've only been there once, but we very much enjoyed the time that we were there.
And we specifically stayed in Williams, Arizona.
It was so cute.
It was. Really liked that town. That was the best Motel 6.
Oh my god, it wasn't. Like, I still don't believe that was a Motel 6.
I know, it didn't make any sense.
I mean, it was a Motel 6, but it was, I don't know.
Oh, that was the first ever video we posted to this channel.
It was.
Was our 3-week road trip out west and into Canada. Unfortunately, we weren't vlogging then, so it's just like a 3.5-minute montage with some One Republic music, I think.
Yeah. That was before we knew nothing about YouTube. Not that we like know everything now. We surely don't. But like, yeah, like I didn't know, you can't put music on videos and what copyright meant and all that kind of stuff. Not that we were really trying to do anything with YouTube at that time. You know,
no.
It was just like, it was very much in the dabbling.
Here's what we do, and you could do this kind of thing.
Yeah.
And but anyways, if you went back and watched the first ever video, you could see where we were in Williams, Arizona.
Yes.
So we
it was
enjoyed
really
it.
Cute. We enjoyed it.
And it's, I've been told now, it's Vanavi, like wannabe. Wannabe? You know what I'm thinking when you hear wannabe. I mean, come on. So tell me what you want, what you really want.
I wanna be. We're really happy that you came to our live.
Yeah. Love it. Spice Girls.
Are the best.
Yeah.
The end.
Visos Travel says from Spain, but living in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oh, wow.
Okay, very cool. So a little double representation there.
Yeah.
Nice.
We hope you're enjoying it here.
Have we been to Oklahoma? I don't think so.
If we did, we
breezed through it.
We traveled through it. We didn't visit.
And we definitely haven't been to Spain. So.
No, not yet. But I do want to go one day.
Hannah says, haha, clients should get a special badge next to their name. Oh, if we had the power.
Oh, if you were like okay with that, like if you were like, and we had the ability, we would.
Superlatives.
We would.
We can't do that though. Not that we know of. If someone knows, let us know, and then we'll do it, because that's a great idea.
Frenchie, look into it.
I don't even know if Frenchie's on right now.
Oh, yeah. Maybe not. Well, she'll see it later.
Jason says, big fan. Hope you had fun at La Talk. Can't wait for the video series. Thank you so much.
Yay!
Thank you for joining us today. We did have fun at La Talk, and we're excited to share that with you. But first, we must complete our beaches, Turks and Caicos.
Yeah, we're getting close. The last vlog will be coming out this week, and then we have the room tour, and then the resort tour, which is going to be very, very big. It took a long time to film.
Several hours.
It's a big property. There was a lot to show.
I'm excited for the final vlog though, because I don't want to spoil it. But the snorkeling,
I already told Dawn.
Oh yes.
Well, I told her that yeah.
Actually, there's some people in here that know because your clients only told you that stuff.
Yeah.
But, nothing crazy. Just want to leave it for fun. We'll let you see what happens there.
We will spoil and say that the snorkeling was good.
Oh yeah.
It was good snorkeling.
And good being relative. It was, let's just say, at least good.
It was so good. Oh my gosh, we highly recommend that little secret snorkeling beach that we went to. That's just a 10-minute walk.
You'll see.
You saw if you watched the last video, the day 5, you know what we're talking about. If you did not watch the day 5, you have no idea what we're talking about. But there was just a 10-minute walk down the beach from beaches, and the snorkeling was good. Bandit.
You weren't there, Bandit.
He's trying to act like he knows.
Although he is quite the swimmer. One time we went camping with him, and we had it's kind of oceanfront site at Fort DeSoto Campground in Tierra Verde, Florida. It's on the water though, and we were walking down the beach, and all of a sudden we turn, and Bandit's like a good 30-40 yards swimming out.
Well, here's the thing: our campsite is is opened up to water. And it's kind of like, what do you call it, like an inlet?
Yeah, it's like the ocean literally comes in there.
Yeah, and there's like a little island across, like decently far, but not crazy far. Like you can see it very well. And he just decided he was gonna swim to it, like just on his own accord. And I saw it, and I'm like, Bandit! And he like turned around and looked at me and just came swimming back. Yeah.
Thank God it was saltwater, not fresh here in Florida.
Oh, well, if it was fresh water, he wouldn't have had access to it.
Well, no, I know, but I'm saying, like, obviously saltwater, like, there could have been a shark. You can even get crocs, but although not usually at that area. Even sometimes an alligator could wind their way up in there. But
yeah,
freshwater in Florida, dogs, no bueno.
Yeah, no.
Not good.
That's a big no-no.
Anywho.
But anyways, yes, he's a very good swimmer. But I mean, he's a lab mix, so that makes sense.
That makes sense. Sarah says, hello, Hoff. Hello, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Thank you for joining us. E. Gorman says, I just know you are referring to me with first initial. You can call me by my either initial or Eugene. Yes, that's exactly who I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Eugene, a client of ours. And yes, so there we go. Hello, Eugene. Thank you for joining us. Thought we could clear that up. Let's see. Chris says, hey, Matt, me and the family watching. Hello, Chris.
Hi.
Another client. Thank you guys for joining us. Sarah also said, hey, Matt, hello. Chelsy's here too. If you want to throw her some love. I get it, though.
But
because
it talks to you.
What? Yeah. Because I handle most of the travel agent stuff. So
yeah,
I'm used to corresponding with several of you.
Yes.
And Chelsy's doing editing and the video stuff. So
yes, but I still feel like I know you guys a lot because he I mean, we have conversations because we're married. And we work together, and we're together 24/7.
That's right. Which is the best. That's why we do what we do.
That was like the main first reason.
Yeah, people say like, oh, because you love travel. Like, well, that's a part of it, but actually the whole way this got started is we decided that we wanted to work together and work from home together.
We decided that we wanted to work together before we decided that we wanted to be travel agents.
Yeah, we decided that. I started doing research, came across it, and it was like, well, yeah, we do love travel, so
yeah.
There you go.
That's how this.
Long story short. Hannah says, haha, probably busy from my 8,274 emails this week. Sorry about that. Yes, everyone's busy.
There's a lot to go over right now.
Busy, especially Hannah with your profession, which I won't say, but I do know. So we appreciate all the work that you do. And yes, everyone's been busy here. So
yeah, but it's good busy. It's good to be busy.
JC says, really disappointed with the CDC. Yeah, join the club. Kidding. Not kidding. I'm sorry. Only part of me meant it. Not getting off track here. JC says, really disappointed with the CDC not even giving a hint at cruises restarting in the U.S. Not a hint. Yeah, that's fair.
I really think who knows? I thought lots of things last year and none of them were true. But I do think it's going to be, I feel like it's going to be soon. I don't know that it's going to be soon, but I feel like it's going to be soon.
Yeah, there's optimism continues to build and build and build and build. And from what we've been told, Royal Caribbean at least is ready to go. They're ready to go for the test cruises. They have ships standing by. They were expecting the technical guidance on test cruises from the CDC any day now. That's what they said like 2 weeks ago. It's just at this point, it just is what it is, right?
Yeah, so, I think that's
why. At least you didn't shoot off big confetti cannons celebrating
the
no sail order being lifted.
We just said that yesterday when we got the news and about what we're going to talk about here, and I'm like, I wish we saved the confetti cannons for this and not back in when was that?
It's been a while.
And it was we put it on Instagram and stuff like that, and I think we used it as a thumbnail for a live or something.
Yes, we did.
But when the CDC dropped the no sail order, we're like, oh, party, like,
yeah,
yay!
Here we go.
And then what we didn't realize is that, okay, we're going to drop the no sail order, but we're still not going to let you sail.
Still have a conditional sail order, and you aren't even close to meeting those conditions.
Or letting you know what those conditions are.
Good point.
We thought that was the news we were waiting for. And it was still a good step, but it wasn't. But yesterday felt like it was finally at least part of the news that we've been waiting for.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Jack says in the UK, domestic cruising is permitted from May 17th, or 17th May, as typed in the UK. Meaning many cruise lines are beginning to start up, including MSC and Princess. And he gives you these hands right here, like the celebration. So that's awesome. Great for you guys.
That's great.
Fantastic. And I'm sure everyone will have a great time and stay safe doing it. Just the best thing. So
yeah,
good for you.
That's good. I'm glad. That's really good.
Brian says, hello from Galloway, New Jersey. Ready to cruise. Hello, Brian. Thank you for joining us. We are ready to cruise as well. I like your little icon. It's like do you see? It's like the magic band, like the My Disney Experience, like touch point. That's what it looks like. That's pretty cool.
I like it.
Okay. T. Fletch is so excited to go on a cruise in the summer. Yeah, hopefully. Well, or you can do what we're about to talk about, and then there's not as much hope. It's a reality. Yeah. Or you're located somewhere else that's doing it, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
We're going to talk about it, I promise. We said that. We got to get off on the comment tangents, but we're going to catch up.
Yeah, it's good catch up.
We're going to talk to you. T. Fletch also says, here from London right now. Okay, very cool.
Nice.
London representing. Man, we got a lot of different places here.
That's cool.
King Aladdin says, I just subscribed. Well, thank you so much.
Did you say it?
King Aladdin, I did say
King
that.
Aladdin? Aladdin's like my favorite Disney movie.
Make way for Prince Ali.
Yay!
Say hey, he's not a prince anymore, he's King Aladdin.
Oh, so good. That's a childhood favorite of mine.
He faced the galloping hordes.
I swords.
Who sent those goons to that lodge like Prince Ali?
Ah, so good.
Don put a turtle emoji with a question mark when we were talking about the snorkeling that we did at beaches. Listen, we don't want to give it away, so we can't tell you if we saw turtles or not. You'll just have to watch the video, and then you'll see if we saw turtles or not.
Yes.
Oh, am I winking with this side? Rocket. Love it. Parrish says, okay then, y'all saw sea turtles. No, Parrish, where?
What? Did you go through my footage?
What did you see though? Stand by. Broadcast error.
The thing is, they're going to watch it anyways, even if we tell them.
Well.
They're going to watch. Like, if it's not like we're going to be like, oh, we're not going to tell you, so you'll watch it.
No, it's just for fun, just for fun. But even if we did see sea turtles, there may have been other awesome things that we saw as well.
Yes.
So you'll be definitely enjoy checking that out. It was super cool.
It was fun.
It was so good. We went twice. We went in the morning when they said to go, and then we went back in the afternoon.
Yes.
So, Dawn asks, how long is the flight to the Bahamas for you guys? This in relevance to the big news today. Of course, let's just we're going to get caught up on the comments. Don't worry. I will address them. We'll read them. Keep sending them. Keep sending comments, questions, all those things. But let's stop here and let's talk about the big news, which is...
Big news is that Royal Caribbean's gonna start sailing in June.
In June of this year.
Adventures of the Seas.
Yeah. Adventure of the Seas, which is a Voyager class ship.
Yes. We have not been on this particular ship, so that's really cool. For us. But, also is that it's not leaving from the U.S. It is going to be leaving from Nassau, Bahamas.
Oh, buddy.
That's going to be the departure port, and then it's going to go to Cozumel, Mexico.
Yes, it is.
It's going to be going to Grand Bahama Island.
Yepers.
And it's going to be making not one, but 2 stops at Perfect Day at Coco Cay.
Remember when people used to dance like, what is this? Like, what is that?
It's groovy, baby.
I guess. I'm here for it, but I just never quite understood it. 2 stops at Perfect Day at Coco Cay.
Which is it's a week-long sailing, by the way. Week-long itineraries
as well. So.
That's fantastic. That sounds like a good time to me.
Well, it does. And to clarify, because people might be wondering, like, well, so wait a minute. We're hearing about cruising in Europe. We're hearing about Australia, Singapore. Why is it such a big deal that it's sailing from the Bahamas? That's still not the U.S. And you're right, it's not. Mm-hmm. But the difference is, there's a couple differences. Number one, Nassau, Bahamas is like right there. like right there, especially for us. So to answer Don's question, if we fly from Miami, it'll be an hour. It's like, I think, an hour and 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's really, really quick from Florida.
And Orlando is not much different. So it's just a little over an hour to go to Nassau for us. So that's number one. Nassau's right there. Even if you don't live in Florida like we do, obviously it's going to be quicker and easier, basically, to fly to Nassau than it is to like anywhere else in the Caribbean, let alone, or across the Atlantic, across the Pacific, what have you. And number two thing is that these sailings are going to be open to every market. So if you wanted to go on a Singapore sailing with Royal Caribbean, you had to be from you had to live in Singapore.
Yeah.
And there's different things like the Israel sailings that they're going to be doing on Odyssey of the Seas now. It's the same kind of thing. You can't go over there and do that. So these sailings are open to every market. Anyone who's capable of flying to Nassau, Bahamas can go on these sailings, including us as U.S. citizens.
Yeah, so I guess that's why it's really exciting, because this is accessible not only to us, but also to the majority of our clients.
Yeah.
And I know, obviously not all of our viewers, clearly, as we just talked about, people from UK and all kinds of places. But yeah, the U.S. has an option to cruise right now. That's pretty big.
Yeah, and I mean, because the thing is, are there more hoops to jump through because it's in the Bahamas and not from, say, Miami? Yeah, of course, because you have to have a passport. That would be number one, right?
Yeah, because you got to fly there.
You got to fly there.
Yeah.
So there's going to be different things. Like if you're an adult, you have to be vaccinated, fully vaccinated. If you're a child, you have to have a negative COVID test. Those sort of things may cross over to the U.S. sailings once they start up. We don't know. But as far as like kind of just other logistics of it, if you were willing to fly to Miami for a cruise, is an extra hour or so to Nassau really that big of a difference? So this is a much more realistic thing. And I think kudos to Royal Caribbean. Celebrity as well announced that they would start sailing from St. Martin. So a very similar approach.
Which makes sense because they're,
Yeah. And
under the same umbrella.
Under the same umbrella of Royal Caribbean Cruise Group. And so Royal Caribbean had announced a couple months ago that they were going to start sailing at the end of this year from Barbados.
Right.
Home port.
On Grandeur?
I think on Grandeur, yeah. And so I think this is just such a good idea because the CDC is being so stringent and it's not allowing them to sail at this time from the U.S., hopefully soon. But until they do, finding these alternatives, and I think Nassau, I don't think there's a better choice. Other than being in the U.S., I don't know if there's a better choice. So.
I mean, Nassau is typically a destination anyways, so why not start there?
Why not start there?
And it makes perfect sense. And let's say hypothetically the U.S. does start opening up their ports and stuff soon. It's going to be limited. Yes. You know what I mean? So it makes sense to go ahead and kind of scatter your ships around, get them going in different places while the U.S. is either not open or limited.
Here's the other thing, right? And this is just not speculation. It's kind of just projecting on my part, right? This hasn't been told to us. But my thought is, if they can start sailing from the Bahamas and not having any issues, that will give the CDC more confidence in returning cruising back to the States.
I would hope so.
If they're saying, okay, we're sailing from the Bahamas every week, we're not having issues, we're not having outbreaks, we're back to doing our thing, can we come back? I feel like that would have to give you more confidence. So maybe that's part of the game too.
I would certainly think so. And as we mentioned in the video that we posted last night and mentioned here again, we have very limited information about these sailings right now. We know that it's going to start in June. We don't even know the exact date yet in June. We know that we can start booking them this upcoming Wednesday. We know that adults are going to need to be vaccinated and that children are going to need a PCR test. And we know the itinerary as in terms of the stops and that it's going to be a week long and that's going to be on adventure. But that's all we know about it right now. We are still waiting official information on specifics on the requirements and the protocols and what you're going to need and what you're going to need to do. And we're still waiting on all the fine print, so to say. But it's exciting. It's exciting just that an option is going to exist. And you know, it's like I said in the video last night too. I know that this is not going to be an option for everybody, but it's such a good move in the right direction in terms of the cruise world. So it's definitely something worth celebrating and being happy about, that just something is going to exist. Like, that's great.
Celebrate good times.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
So yeah, there you go. That's that. And we should have lots more information in the coming days. Like Chelsy mentioned, it's going on sale on Wednesday. Vicky Freed with Royal Caribbean, who does all of our travel agent stuff, she hosts a weekly travel agent webinar. She's doing that on Wednesday as she normally would, and there's supposed to be a lot of information then. So I would say by Wednesday at the latest, we'll have more concrete details. They definitely have to give us something before they start selling the sailings.
And that's
always funny with those two words.
Selling the sailings.
Selling sailing.
Sally went to the seashore and collected
now we're
seashells.
getting started. Mono ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis.
What is that?
That's a word.
Okay, is it supposed to is it like a mouth riddle?
I think it's like a skin disease or something like that.
Oh, but I mean, is it something that people say like?
Oh no, it's just a really long word.
Oh,
I
okay.
mentioned it on Rocket Power once.
Oh, okay, well then I'll allow it.
Anyway, getting sidetracked here. So that is that. That is the big news.
That is the big news.
We will talk about that. I see lots of questions pouring in as we're talking about that. So
understandably.
Let's jump back to that. So yeah, Dawn, the flight's about an hour, a little bit of change there for us. Not bad at all. Nope. We'll be happy to do that. Trains All Day is here. Hi, so happy I could catch you live. Hello, good to see you again. Thank you for joining us. Trisha says, hey, Matt and Chelsy from Boca Raton, Florida, a.k.a. Del Boca Vista. Thank you for all your videos. They are super helpful.
Oh, thank you so
Trisha.
much.
We appreciate that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the comments. And thank you for joining us here live today.
Absolutely.
Man, we're starting to get them in here. This is some of our highest viewership we've had for a live. This is great.
It's big news.
Yeah, it's a good
It's big news.
Trains All Day says, I'm going to Nassau/Atlantis soon. Any tips and tricks? Very, very cool. It's hard because we haven't been since everything changed with COVID, so we don't really have any information there. Atlantis is awesome, though. Beautiful resort. Mm-hmm. And Aquaventure, right there on site. Very cool water park.
We very much enjoyed the water park. Very fun. Definitely recommend going to it. Oh, I do have a recommendation. I would wear water shoes when walking around that water park because the concrete got very, very hot. That is so random, and I don't know if you even care about that information, but that's what I have to offer you. Also, too, I think because we were there on a cruise and we were there for very limited time, we didn't stay hydrated enough, but like you get a lot of sun at that park, so just make sure you stay hydrated. I mean, that's just a good practice anyways.
Yes, definitely. And if you'd like more information on that, you can find a video that we did on our channel, Atlantis Aquaventure Water Park. That was the main part of the title. And still behind the scenes, it's actually our most watched video ever.
Yeah?
All the cruise stuff we've done and all that and the water park.
I mean, I guess that's relevant to cruisers and non-cruisers. So
yeah.
Maybe that's why.
So you can check that out. We went on a lot of the slides, not all of them, but a lot of them, gave a little tour of the park. And even in that, that was actually part of the Majesty of the Seas playlist. Mm-hmm. Salute to...
In memoriam.
In memoriam to Majesty of the Seas. But you can also go on that, I believe it was the Day 2 vlog. It was in Nassau, and we showed a little bit around Nassau and a little bit more of Atlantis. So
yeah,
I hope you have a great time though.
Yes,
that's awesome. Good for you.
That'll be a good time.
Let's see. JC says test cruises is such a joke. The UK aren't having test cruises. They are starting in May. Period. Again, I'm just disgusted with the CDC. I wish you'd speak your mind a little. No. I totally understand. It's disappointing, but
we gotta work with what we gotta work with.
We'll stay positive though, right? We're gonna get through it. This is a great step in the right direction.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like the perfect news, but it's like better news than what we had, a couple days ago. So I'll take it.
Here's the other thing, what I always tell people. I totally get what you're saying, right? And you don't want to do the test cruise and all that. The UK is just going back up and running. my personal perspective on it is that you don't want them to false start, because I think that'll be worse. Is if they got the green light to start cruising here and had a big problem or an outbreak or something because they weren't properly prepared or they hadn't tested or whatever, that's just going to set them back. So
even longer.
I think that's maybe just the perspective personally that I'm taking, is like, I don't want it to be any longer. I'm ready for us to get back and going and stuff, but let's make sure that we are doing it right. So
yeah, it'll all work out. We'll get there for sure. It's just got to keep chugging along.
In the meantime, sail from the Bahamas.
I mean, it's cool that it'll be an option.
Or Barbados or St. Martin if you want to go on Celebrity. So. Or
Nassau, because you can do it sooner.
Yeah, well, that's what we're going to do. Trains All Day says, also, do you guys have a P.O. box? I would love to send you some handmade items and some custom face masks to wear on your upcoming trips or your everyday life. Whoa!
Oh, that's
very
so
kind of
nice.
you. Thanks so much.
We don't have one as of right now.
Currently, no. Yeah. It's something we have discussed, like, potentially doing.
If it became relevant, yeah.
But no, we don't have a P.O. box right now. But we appreciate that. Thank you so much.
If we do end up getting one, we'll definitely let you know.
Yeah.
Because that's so nice. We appreciate that.
We'll put that out there.
Yeah, thanks.
Kudos. Thank you very much. Devin says, flights to Nassau for me are $800 per person. Ugh. Yeah. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely tough if you're not used to... Either you're not used to having to fly for cruises, like Floridians, or if you're just not used to having to pay international flights versus domestic or shorter domestic ones or something like that.
Or you fly to like Galveston.
Yeah.
Because you're on the West Coast, something like that. So, oh yeah, we totally get it. That's too bad. But here's the thing. Let's keep an eye on it, because you never know. With more demand, and they might increase more flight availability, and prices might maybe go down. So a little bit with them being able to allocate more resources. I don't know. I don't know how flights and stuff work, but it's a possibility.
Yeah, the airlines definitely have a mind of their own. But yeah, it's kind of like I said before. We know that this maybe particular sailing isn't going to be an option for everybody. But the positive thing is that there's one option on the table.
Yes.
Because then the other ones will start rolling out. I don't obviously have a time idea as to when they're going to start rolling out, but you know how it is. Snowballs. We're working on our snowball. We got a little one right now. We got to keep making bigger.
There we go. JC says, sorry for the multiple posts. No, never apologize. As many posts as you want.
Never. That's what it's there for.
As long as it's not spam.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But any chance our Oasis cruise August 22nd sails? Yeah, there's definitely a chance. I mean, at this point, Royal Caribbean's only canceled through the end of May. They have intention of beginning sailing again in June. Is that going to happen? Maybe not.
Yeah.
Probably not, because other cruise lines have already canceled June. But talking about August, late August, yeah, I mean, there's a chance until there's not. Now, what the likelihood of that is?
It's hard. I mean, we talk to people that work for Royal Caribbean and they don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I'll just put this out here again. We've said it a couple times. I've told some of you directly as clients. I know it's weird coming from people you watch on YouTube, but don't believe everything you watch on YouTube or see on the internet.
It's true.
If you have these people that are on there, look, we get it. It's tough times. It's been tough times, especially if you're vlogging or your channel is dedicated to travel. Getting that traffic there, it fell off when travel stopped. So people are doing what they can to make up for that. If someone is sitting there saying they know for sure that this is what's going to happen, I don't believe them.
Well, and I know it's hard because, and I mean, we talk about speculation and stuff too, and sometimes you have like a really strong inkling or you see things moving in a certain tide and you think like, yes, it's going to happen here. But nothing is for sure right now. And I mean, even things that, like the news we got yesterday, like about like, booking will start on Wednesday. Like that is a fact right now, but that could change.
Right.
Like
it's fluid.
Things are fluid right now.
You have to be adaptable. So
yeah, definitely take everything with, I guess, a bit of a grain of salt. we try to only let you know information that is for sure or that has been officially come out by the source, like the cruise lines or stuff like that. So yeah, it's tough. It's hard to know which news and stuff is true in general anyways, but yeah, hopefully August will be good, but we just don't know for sure yet.
No way of knowing. Now, that's 2 months after they're going to start these cruises in the Bahamas, so maybe those go well and that accelerates things. We'll see. Yeah. But definitely be prepared to be adaptable. That's all we can say.
Be prepared, but think positive at the same time.
Pam Speckman says Speckmans are back with new computer.
Yay!
Departed the Best Buy. Congrats on the new computer. Good job.
I hope you enjoy that. It's exciting getting
new tech.
Like a new big item, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, ooh.
Always exciting. Ginger's Patter's Cruising Channel says, it makes me wonder if these Bahamas cruises will be the only opportunity to cruise this year. I mean, I know what you're saying, but I personally don't look at it like that, because I saw a lot of that yesterday online where people said like, okay, well, great, like we're just done then, like because they're doing that, they're not going to have the think about it. It's one ship, doing one itinerary from one port.
They're going to have as many ships going as soon as possible. I think because the CDC is a little, what's the word? Like a little frictionous. Is that a word?
No, I don't think so.
I'm trying to say it like
There's friction with the CDC.
Yeah, the CDC is hard to work with. The U.S. CDC is hard to work with. I think that's just why they started looking at home ports in other countries and other islands, because they were willing to work with the cruise line. So I think that's why. But I mean, as soon as the CDC is willing to work with them or things are starting to get rolling, they're going to do that.
Well, and we need to kind of amend our language, because we keep saying this, like, we're kind of starting to pile on the CDC, and I understand why people have that frustration, but the CDC is working with the cruise lines. That is happening now. Right. Now, before it was not. They said they were, and then, like, there was no communication. From what we've heard lately from Michael Bailey or Richard Fain or whoever with Royal Caribbean, they are. There's constant dialogue. There's constant communication. They just haven't reached a thing yet. And it's frustrating. It's disappointing. Trust us, no one gets that more than we do. I mean, it affects us personally and professionally. But they're just doing what they can, right? And there is a lot of stuff still going on. The numbers are heading in the right direction, but we're not there yet. So there are priorities, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's understandable. So we're going to get there. We're going to get there. Trains All Day says, I just caught some JetBlue flights for $79 per person before the announcement to Nassau. Wow. Score. Good for you.
Nice. Good job.
That's fantastic. Excellent work. And then, let's see. Eugene says, is there any word on how this cruise will work for disembarking to the U.S.? Will they administer a COVID test on board to come back? So, they have not given that information yet. I saw a lot of people talking about this yesterday, though. And, it's kind of funny in this COVID era, when some news comes out, like, there's instant outrage. Like, well, you have to have a test to get back into the United States, so how are they going to do that? How are they going to do that? Are they just going to, and it's like,
I know.
Whoa.
I think it's just been a tense year, and it's hard to come down from that.
Sure. So, no, I mean, I agree, but I'm just saying it's interesting that you see that outrage, that display. But anyways, like, this is happening with other vendors. Like, the cruises haven't had to do it yet because they haven't been going. But other vendors, like when we went to Sandals, when we went to beaches, they give you a test to then come back to the States for. So cruises should be able to do that as well. I mean, I don't know why it would be any different.
Yeah, and I mean, things are always changing, like with the vaccines and stuff like that. Not stuff is changing, but what I mean is, like, as the vaccines become more prevalent, or there's more, I don't know, studies going on with them, like, possibly I'm not saying this for a fact, but possibly the need for testing may become less necessary. That's definitely a possibility. So we don't know until they announce it, but we have seen, like, Sandals testing people so they can go back home to the States and everything like that. So it's definitely possible for vendors to do it, and we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, I would assume that's going to be the case, but to answer your question, we don't know yet. We don't know. That's information we're still waiting on. Stephanie says, what are the health requirements to fly into the Bahamas? I'm vaccinated. Do they still make me test? So when Royal Caribbean sent us the email announcement, it said adults would need to be vaccinated and children would need to have a test. I did see some literature later on that kind of suggested that everyone would have to be tested, even if you've been vaccinated. So, and here's the thing too, these requirements are always changing. We have to remember, it's not just Royal Caribbean, like you said, it's what is the Bahamas going to require. Mm-hmm. If you remember back, actually, just, I think as soon as, a little ago, it was like January, the Bahamas was still requiring people mandatory 2-week quarantine upon arrival.
Right.
And now they've dropped that. So, we don't know. Again, we don't know what those requirements are going to be at the time these cruises start. But I wouldn't be surprised if in addition to being vaccinated, you also have to be tested.
Yeah, I mean, there's, I don't know, it just seems like with cruising, a lot more needs to be proven that this is going to be safe and okay to do. And like Matt said, there is the other countries involved and what they're comfortable with exposing their country to. So we definitely have to respect that and everything like that. And we'll definitely let you know whenever we do get new news, whenever we get new information regarding these beginning sailings, because there's going to be a lot coming in at different times.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. It would almost been nice if they had all the information and then made the announcement.
Yeah.
Because that's just generally how things go. If you make an announcement, people are going to have questions about it.
Mm-hmm.
Now everyone's just kind of waiting. But I think they just want us to get excited.
Yeah, so, I think it was kind of like, well, let's just get something positive out there
some
first.
Some good news. We'll worry about the technical stuff later.
And Royal, they've... we think about like us as the guests or as the travel agents who can't experience it, but it's their company that's been going through a hard time, and it's something that they care about as well, and they don't like seeing those ships not being used more than anyone. So I think they also have excitement and like yay, we get one.
Yeah.
We get to have a ship with guests on it again. So I think part of it is just excitement on their part as well.
I agree. Chrissy says, hi guys, this is exciting. Hey Chrissy.
Hi Chrissy.
Another client. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, we appreciate it. This is exciting. Super exciting.
Very exciting.
Are you excited?
Yes,
I'm excited. Very excited?
Yes, I'm very excited.
Extremely excited.
That's cool. That's from The Office.
Oh, so no one guessed what our reference earlier was. 7? Yeah, 7. That's from the original test track at Walt Disney's Epcot Center.
Yes, before they did the refurb.
Where it made it all like Tron looking, when it was actually a test track.
Yeah, when it was like the test dummy kind of thing. That was like 7 was like one of like the simulations you could do to like test the vehicle, and it was like 7, like that's the bad one.
So that's what they said in the little pre-ride video.
Yeah.
There. So there you go. That's the random reference of the day.
Yes.
Steve Martin says, hi guys, just found you on here recently. Yeah, I think you've joined us before, actually.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Really enjoy your cruise vlogs. Got Anthem booked from UK, August 2022. Thanks for all the info. Well, thank you for joining us.
Anthem is fantastic.
It really is. It really, really is.
Just go to the Seaplex and stay there the whole time.
That's what we did.
You won't be go to the other parts of the ships because they're fantastic.
Go to 270.
Yes, go to Seaplex and 270 and don't go anywhere else on the ship. No, go to Azumi and Jamie's and I can't wait.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait to be back on one.
Oh, Clodagh. We mentioned Clodagh earlier. She just hopped on. Sorry I'm late. Got mixed up in the times because of your time change. Yes, they're talking about getting rid of that, but they've been talking about getting rid of that. So.
Yeah. Who knows? Oh, I forgot about the time change and
those
how
pesky time changes.
I forget sometimes, not thoughtfully that the time change only affects us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. But thank you for joining us.
Yes,
we
we're
appreciate
so glad that you're here.
Visos Travel says, don't you think the flight prices are going to triple to Nassau and St. Martin? I mean, like I said, I don't know. I don't know how flight prices work and things. I know obviously there's a supply and demand, but that can go both ways, right? They can see that now they have the opportunity to charge more because people are going to want to do it. Mm-hmm. At the same time, if you're able to allocate more resources to things and you're getting more traffic in that, prices could come down. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. So I don't know. Who knows how prices are going to go? And not to mention, it's competitive, right? So you have different airlines. So who knows? I as long as it's not just crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm paying it.
yeah, outlandish, yeah. But, yeah, well, once again, we'll just have to wait and see.
Let's see here. Eugene says, I second the P.O. Box idea. Would love to send you some trinkets for being awesome. Oh, thank you so much.
That's so nice.
You guys are awesome.
You don't need to give us trinkets and gifts.
No, but we appreciate it.
But we really appreciate the thought. That's cool. Yeah, we might think about that.
If it's something we end up doing, we'll be sure to let you guys know. Excuse me. Parrish says, any idea of what date y'all are sailing in June? No, because, well, okay. They didn't tell us the specific dates. Now, disclaimer, this is not official. Not official. Not official.
This is like, this is a clue at best. This is like I don't even know. This is not anything to go off of. It's just maybe an idea.
Not official.
Not official.
So when Royal Caribbean sent us the email with all the information, it didn't have specific dates. It just said June. Mm-hmm. Our cruise planners home office, which is the corporate location in Coral Springs, Florida, they sent us an email with all the news roundup, and it said from June 12th. We don't know if that was like a misprint or if they were just, because it's summer season. If they were just generally speaking, if they do know that and, we're throwing it in there, we don't know. What we can say is that if everything goes well and everything goes according to plan, right? We don't have any hiccups or unforeseen speed bumps or anything like that. We are going to try our best to be on the first one out.
Yeah, we're going to try. Like we mentioned in the video last night, there's other things, going on with, in our lives in general and things that we have to balance and everything. So if it's possible, we will try to be on the first sailings, because we know this is information you guys are really wanting to have, and we want to provide that for you. But we'll do the best we can to get out there so you guys can see what's going on and you can know what to expect if you want to try to do something similar.
Totes.
Yes.
That's what we're aiming for, baby.
Yes.
Let's go. My aunt, I think I mentioned this before. She's one of our clients, and she cruises all the time, and so she's just like really, really ready.
Really ready.
And every time I talk to her and I say like, yeah, it seems like it's going in the right direction, she says, Matt, let's go. So I like always say that now.
Let's go.
I think we all agree with that.
We all want to go.
Trains All Day says, leaving from JFK, JetBlue flights are $110 per person right now in the month of June. So there you go. Good news for anyone looking to fly out of the New York City area.
Yeah.
To I'm assuming we're still talking about Bahamas. So
that's great.
Fantastic. Yeah. Fantastic deals. That's like odd. Why is it that cheap? I don't understand, because flying from Miami is the shortest flight, and it's not crazy, but it's significantly more expensive than that.
I don't know if there's just more, like you said, inventory at JFK. I don't know, but if
good for you though.
Yeah, that works great for you. Good work.
Now, so the very next comment is from Devin. Flights just to JFK for my family is almost 3,000. I need to move to the East Coast. So, yeah, it's going to be a challenge, I guess, just depending on where you're at. But.
Yeah, that's the hard thing. Flights, it's so dependent on which airport, which airline, which particular flight, and then also, too, just like what day you end up looking at it. It's hard to get a concrete forever answer with that.
Flights can be troublesome.
They're tricky. They're tricky sometimes, yeah.
It's tricky. French vanilla, rocky road, chocolate, peanut butter cookie dough,
Sprinkles!
There it is.
Oh, I always do the sprinkles early.
That's all you care about. You're like,
It's my favorite part.
Yeah, ice cream, sprinkles.
You know, they were brilliant for putting that at the end of the commercial because that ensures that you're gonna watch the whole commercial.
Because it's like, well, I can't turn away from sprinkles. Like,
no,
gotta wait for that one.
Sprinkles.
Jared Spatter's Cruising Channel says, I found a round-trip flight from Orlando to Nassau in July for about $300. Yeah, that's close to the prices that I was seeing as well. So
yeah,
that ballpark. So
yeah,
cool stuff there. JC says, I'm not disgusted with the CDC overall. I get their job is to keep the public safe. No issue with that or what they have done. Just with cruises right now, that annoys me. Totally understandable.
Yeah, we get it.
It's felt like a double standard for a long time.
I think it's just frustrating. The frustration is not being able to cruise. If you're a cruiser and you want to cruise, just that alone is frustrating. I guess everyone's trying to do the best they can right now.
Yeah.
And I understand there's people in difficult situations, but, hopefully we're getting somewhere though. So
keep thinking positive.
Yes.
Well, we know we are. We know we're getting somewhere because we're getting this, which I believe is a good, big positive step in the right direction.
Definitely.
So
Definitely.
we'll keep going, trucking right along.
Trucking right along.
Jakari says, hi, Matt and Chelsea.
Jakari!
Hello, Jakari. Thanks as always. Sorry I was super late to this live, so not sure if you guys discussed this yet. But is it true that RC, Royal Caribbean, will sail from Los Angeles 2022? We did discuss this, and yes, it is true. Not only will they be sailing from Los Angeles, but on board Navigator of the Seas.
Man, that's such a good ship.
If it's not like an Oasis or a Quantum class, which is just like the coup de grace, the Navigator is the best you could get, in my opinion.
I agree, and but Navigator even has I don't think Navigator is a step down from Oasis or Quantum ships. It's just different. It's definitely smaller, but that Aqua Coaster is
best water slides of any ship.
Is so good.
That Aqua Coaster is probably the second best we've ever been on.
Yeah, for sure.
Because sorry, nothing's knocking off Krakatoa at Volcano Bay. That is the best water slide in general we have ever been on.
Yeah.
But the blaster on board Navigator is right there, and then you get the Riptide. With the
mat racers. Oh my gosh, the mat racers are so much fun. It's a fun ship. And then you have El Loco Fresh right there. Oh my gosh.
Attack.
What I would give for some El Loco Fresh? The answer is a lot. Yeah, it's a fun ship. It's gonna be West Coast is getting a good one.
West Coast represent. Now put your hands up.
You're getting Navigator. Oh, you're getting. Maybe we'll fly out there, go to Disneyland, hop on Navigator, and. Oh, and if you didn't know, Disneyland is opening April 30th.
Yes. This is great.
Disneyland and California Beach, so both
parks. The park is open.
Yay!
Yes, this will be great, and it's funny because it's not something that really affects us too much, not as much obviously as Disney World or Universal Orlando reopening since we live in Florida, but it just feels good. It feels right that Disneyland will be open again. It's kind of crazy. We were talking about this the other day. I think if you look back in the history of Disney parks, which Disneyland was the first in 1955, I think up until the shutdown for coronavirus, Disney parks had only been closed 6 or 7 days in history. Most of them were due to hurricanes.
Right, yeah.
Or early on in the ongoing days, or because there was a presidential assassination or something like that, they closed. So it was only that over a span of, nearly 65 years.
Yeah.
And now been closed for over a year. It's crazy. But that's ending.
I'm so glad for people out there, because it's only going to be open for Californians at least to begin initially. With. But I mean, you guys deserve it.
Yeah. Enjoy it.
I'm happy you guys are gonna have it, and yeah, it's just good. It's good that it's going to be open, and
Yeah, feels good.
We'll be there some point whenever it opens to other states.
It's funny because I got the email yesterday about the sailings from the Bahamas, and that was just like, we were just excited. Like, we were just bouncing off the wall. But we got the email about Disneyland reopening, and it was just like, like, just big smile. Like, feel good.
It felt like like, oh, good. The world is right.
Yes.
Or, like, at least partially right.
We're getting there. That's a big step.
Yeah, so good.
Very happy to see that. Of course, if you don't know, we went to Disneyland back in, what was that, 2019? Yep.
Yeah,
September 2019. And it's the only time we've ever been. That was a trip, an adventure 65 million years in the making.
Yeah.
No, it was like a trip we had planned for years and years and years.
We were really pumped about going.
And it totally paid off.
It was everything that, like, we wanted it to be. That's our Disneyland poster.
Disneyland poster.
Yeah, but so yeah, it was fantastic, and it just feels good that they're opening up again. That's really good.
And the Disneyland poster shows Disneyland at the holiday season.
Yes.
That would be nice.
That would be nice.
So we'll see. Good for them. Good to have it back open. So happy for everyone out there. And you guys enjoy it. Enjoy it.
Definitely.
And then we're gonna enjoy it when it's time. When
yes,
it's back open.
It's
we will
time.
be back because that was our favorite trip ever. And if you didn't happen to see it or you want to revisit that, I have a whole playlist on the channel.
It was a fun one.
So go to our channel, look under playlists, and you'll see Disneyland. And yeah,
it was so good.
So great. So great. Let's see here. How did we get on that? Oh, because we were talking about the West Coast.
Yeah.
West Coast represent. That's right. So yes, Jakari Navigator, I saw you celebrating with the emojis. So yeah, she's happy. It's happening. And Navigator of the Seas doing, I think, 3, 4, 5, and 7.
7, yeah.
Callback. Night sailings. So different itineraries there. More to come on that. So get excited. All right, let's see here. Jenner's Patterns Cruising Channel says, I heard June 12th is the first sailing, which is a Saturday. So you probably sent that before we actually said it. So there you go.
Okay.
We're starting to hear this in different spots.
So maybe our sleuthing was correct.
Well, and the funny thing is, remember, when we got the email yesterday, I said, I bet it's on Saturdays.
Right.
On Sunday, because then that would make it easier for people to be able to fly in on like Friday night and stay, and all that. And then, that, funnily enough, when I started just pricing out flights, that was the date I had
just
gone
randomly
with.
picked, yeah.
And then we saw that, and it was like, Rod Serling started narrating things.
The Twilight Zone.
Let's see. Parrish says, okay, I understand your unofficial information. Thank you.
Yeah.
Just gotta make it clear. We don't want to put any wrong ideas out there, you know? Chris says, do you know which ships will be departing from Boston in 2021/2022? Not off the top of my head, but I could find out. So if you were interested in looking at booking something, shoot me an email would be best, or you can give a call. Whatever works for you. Of course, the travel agent information is usually in the description of the videos. It is in the description of this one. I know, because I put it there.
You did it this time.
I did it this time. So, it's there, or you can hit the website, HoffmanHappyTravels.com. What was it? Oh, Expedia. Expedia.com.
That's right, but don't go to Expedia.
Oh!
Well, no, I just meant like you're talking to them. Don't give them incorrect places to go to. We're not Expedia.com or HoffmanHappyTravels.com.
I just got caught up in the jingle. That's all.
Okay.
HoffmanHappyTravels.com or find the info in the description.
Yes.
And well, I'll be happy to check on that for you. I don't remember off the top of my head which one's doing that. And there was, a lot of stuff with that because usually from there a lot of times it does Canadian stuff and then with Canada but they do other things as well, obviously. So yeah, we can take a look at that. Clodus says, I know Royal had a special deal for the flights to Barbados for Grandeur, so maybe they will do the same for Adventure. That's right, I believe Cloda booked one of those Grandeur Barbados sailings, if I'm not mistaken. I believe she shared that with us when we talked about that before. So yeah, they have they had flight deals for that, so maybe for this one as well.
Yeah, just have to keep an eye on it.
That is true. You do see that sometimes where they will partner with specific airlines for those kind of things. So, hey, we'll keep our ears to the ground. It's a funny saying, ears to the ground. I feel like if you keep your ears to the ground, you're not going to hear anything.
Maybe you'll hear an earthquake coming.
Stepped on or...
would you hear like the floor if like if an earthquake was coming? So maybe that where that saying comes. Like you're trying to listen for that coming.
Maybe.
I don't know. That was the first thing. That's the only thing I would think you would try to listen for.
It's always dicey with phrases because you like use these phrases every day and then you
find
find out
the origin.
Like they have a darker meaning or something and it's like, oh no, you know, but as far as we know, that's okay. So
yeah, but I mean, I guess that's a lesson. You should try to know what you're saying before you say it.
We get caught up in idioms and you know, what are the other things?
Yeah, different language. Yeah.
Oh, and Parrish gave us the musical notes of the microphone. Sprinkles!
Sprinkles!
Nathan says, hi from the UK. Hello, Nathan.
Hi,
wow,
Nathan.
the UK, we're stacking them today.
I like
Across in Europe there. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. Trains All Day says, I loved your Anthem video. As soon as the pandemic is over and the rest of the fam went to cruise, we will be booking through you.
Yay!
Sounds good.
That's great.
We'd be happy to help you with that.
Definitely.
Any way we can.
Anthem's so fun.
So much fun. Devin says, I'm excited for Royal Caribbean out of California. That is much easier port for me to get to. This is great. I mean, that's why we were happy about it. Yeah, you're taking our navigator, gar.
Yeah.
But
no,
this is
it's
fantastic.
good. It's good. I mean, you know, if we really want to go on Navigator, we know where to go. We can go out there and get on it, like no biggie. But I would so much rather it leave and you guys get a good ship over there. I mean, especially since it's Florida. We have a ton of ships. It's fine. Like
we'll
we can spread the wealth a little bit.
But Scrooge McDuck with cruise ships.
Right? No, it's not like that. But no, we're happy that you guys over there are getting a good one because you deserve a good one.
That's what's cool, right? It's not just that they're getting Royal Caribbean cruises back on the West Coast, but yes, an actual, like, very good ship. So,
yeah.
And a different itinerary, so you can mix it up.
Exactly.
Very cool.
I think that'll work out really well.
Very cool. Good for you guys. Lana V says, California residents only right now. Yes, for Disneyland.
Yes, for Disneyland.
And also, I'll be at Disneyland the second they open to Arizona.
Right?
Don't blame you. We have some clients who live out in Arizona. They go to Disneyland as well, so I'm sure they'll be right there with you.
Yeah,
Let's dance at Disneyland.
I am curious of how that ends up turning out. Like, you know, opening up to other states and when that's going to happen and everything.
Yeah.
Like,
enjoy it now, California, though. You guys,
enjoy it.
You know, Disneyland, much more so than Walt Disney World here in Florida, is local driven, you know, and it means so much more to the community out there. So enjoy it.
Yeah,
have
definitely.
your time, and then we will, as patiently as we can, wait
yeah.
for our turn.
Oh, Disneyland's awesome.
Let's dance
at Disneyland.
Fireworks are great at Disneyland. Steve Martin asked, would you ever go back on a Disney cruise? Think my kids would love it, but I'm not sure if it's worth the money. Seems a lot more expensive compared to Royal Caribbean.
We are 100% going to be doing a Disney cruise at some point.
Yes.
If COVID didn't happen, we would have already.
Yeah. And then so the thing, we've talked about this before, but we have a lot of new people, which is great. Thank you for joining us. So for us before, cruising and Disney cruise, those were synonymous. We didn't know anything different. My first 4 cruises were on Disney Cruise Line. Your first 2 cruises were on Disney Cruise Line. And those 2 cruises were where we got engaged and then our honeymoon. So we absolutely love Disney Cruise Line. I'm not going to turn the camera anymore, but I showed you the Disneyland poster. There's a Disney Cruise Line one just as big right there.
Yeah.
And actually, there's a Disney Cruise Line painting there. I almost pointed to this one, but that's the Mad Tea Party for... Anyway, so we love Disney Cruise, and we're definitely going to go back on. Like you said, it would have happened because we had booked a Disney cruise for June 12th, funny enough.
Oh my goodness.
That date just keeps coming up.
What is going on with June 12th?
June 12th of last year.
Yeah.
When Royal started getting shut down, we're like, yeah, let's go on Disney. And it didn't happen, obviously.
Yeah.
But no, we definitely want to go back on it. We want to show everyone what it's about. It is different than Royal Caribbean. You're not wrong. It is more expensive than Royal Caribbean.
Yeah.
There is definitely an inherent value. And people always ask, is it worth it, right? That was just what Steve was talking about, if it's worth it. I always say worth is subjective. So that's difficult to define, and it means something individually to each person. But what do we always say? If you love Disney,
it's worth it.
It's worth it.
It's right because it's just an extension of the parks in my mind. it's everything wonderful that you get at the parks, but in a different avenue. And I think that's really special if you're a Disney fan, and that has a ton of value. Or if you have kids.
Oh!
If you have kids, their kids program is incredible.
That one slipped my mind.
Yeah. If you
the best.
The kids program is amazing.
I know we don't want to take away from any Royal Caribbean Adventure Ocean. Fantastic job they do there. They have some really cool areas on certain ships, but those Disney kid areas, it's like, why do the kids get this? I want to play in Andy's room.
Yeah, and
the Millennium Falcon.
They have that, and then I mean, at least we can do that now at the parks. But
that's true. Good point.
There's so much. Like they just have so many different activities, and like. You know, they just have the IPs that the kids want, you know, like the Disney, the Marvel, the Star Wars. It's just
Pixar.
Fantastic. And they just dedicate a lot more space to their ships than other cruise lines do. Because they're Disney, you know, that's what they're aiming for.
A funny thing with that is a lot of people, so Disney Cruise Line does not have a casino on any of their ships like most of the cruise lines do. A lot of people think it's like from a morality standpoint. Actually, it's not the case. Disney Cruise Line told us this just because, as you mentioned, they're dedicating their client base isn't looking for that, and so they're not going to dedicate the space to that. They put it in the kids program. Like they'll take a whole deck for a kids area. They do a great job with that. Food is very good. Service is exceptional. Like Disney service that you know at the parks, somehow take that up another level, and that's Disney Cruise. It's great. It's great. How cool would it be walking back on board a ship, and then they say, "Please welcome the Hoffman family," and then everyone claps.
Oh, right.
That's so cool how they do that stuff. Oh my gosh,
I forgot that they did that.
And then when you hear the horn the first time,
oh my gosh, that
everyone
make you cry.
Tearjerker.
Yeah. We will be back on a Disney ship. You will be seeing Disney ships on this channel eventually. We just have to get them back in the water. Well, they're in the water. We have to get people back on them first.
I wish
more than anything. Oh, that was a hint.
Oh, what? Was it? I don't know.
I don't know.
That was like Adam Sandler. Yeah.
It was,
yeah. I'm sure your kids would love it, Steve. If you guys love Disney, go for it, man.
You love Disney.
For sure.
Yeah. They're great.
JC says, you guys get or are getting vaccinated? Everyone around me is getting vaccinated now. I'm just waiting for my turn. Yeah, so normally probably wouldn't discuss something like that, but it's obviously pertaining to travel and things we've been talking about. So, yeah, we'll say we plan on getting vaccinated for sure.
Yeah, I mean, definitely if you see us on a ship leaving from the Bahamas, so we have definitely been vaccinated. So
it has not happened yet, but we are planning to.
Yeah, because,
Yeah. There you go. Don says, I'm going to have to get tickets when I get back from Walt Disney World. That's right, Don. Coming down to our areas here in Florida, but then returning to your West Coast. Yeah, tickets, that's right, because Disneyland, for the time being, has canceled their annual pass program. Mm-hmm. I'm sure they'll do a new one. And then, you have to get new tickets because they don't have any floating out there right now, as far as I know.
But so exciting.
That is so exciting. It's funny, they did a Taste of Disney, I think is what they were calling it.
I think that just started the other day.
A special ticketed event where you could come, like, basically in the downtown Disney area and, like, maybe the very entrance of, like, California Adventure, I think. Mm-hmm. And you could get smaller portions of some of the favorite items, like the Monte Cristo, for example, one of our favorites from Cafe Orleans, thank you. Mm-hmm. And do stuff like that, and it was like a special ticketed event, and so they were about to start that, and then it was like, we're reopening.
But the good thing is that I'm pretty sure out-of-staters could do that.
Oh, the Taste of
I'm pretty
Disney.
sure, so at least there's that.
It's still going on as scheduled, and then the park will open after that. But I say, a quick aside, one thing that we're very excited about in terms of Disneyland is, assuming everything still goes according to plan, which it has to this point, Disney Vacation Club expanding its West Coast presence.
Yay!
The villas at Disney's Grand California Resort and Spa are exceptionally difficult to book unless that's your home resort. It's so limited that we got over the moon lucky
Because we went during a downtime and Matt was like glued to the computer trying to get it.
I think the slowest week of the year. I think that ended up being the week we went. So
yeah, it was lucky. But they're expanding to Disneyland Hotel,
which is our favorite.
We love Disneyland Hotel, and it's gonna be so nice having more inventory there. Period.
Yeah.
The DVC inventory.
We're like ready to call our Disney Vacation Club guide. Like, Justin,
when is it available?
be ready.
Yeah.
Justin, let's go. So that's exciting stuff. Love Disneyland. Chris says, I appreciate you guys for the information and entertainment. Always wonderful watching you online. Time to do laundry. Oh, well, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for coming.
Enjoy your laundry. Hope you make bounty of gains with your laundry. That's weak. That was terrible.
It wasn't terrible.
The tides are changing.
Oh, gosh.
Maybe after you do laundry, you could snuggle in and... Downy. Oh, goodness. Yeah.
Just stop.
Just stop.
Just end
I'm
on
done.
that note.
Clodagh says, I have been researching your Jewel of the Seas blog. Says, all being well, I will be on board in December.
Yay.
These vlogs was where I first found you 2 years ago. Will you travel again with your folks again? Yeah, we actually travel with Chelsea's dad many times. You can see him randomly throughout some of our videos, just like walking by.
Yeah, because he's there.
Because he's there. My parents have gone. Yeah, they all. So actually, all three of them joined us on that particular sailing, Jewel of the Seas.
Yeah.
And we actually do currently have plans. Not with your dad at this time, but that could definitely happen again. But yes, my parents, Renchi, who you know usually on the live chat, she's busy today. My mom, and then my dad, they are booked to go on a cruise with us at the time being.
Yeah, so. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. It just depends on everyone's schedule.
Yeah, but no, they will be. So for one, so that's cool, right? Fun stuff. Yes, Jewel did introduce us to a lot. I think Dawn actually found us via Jewel as well.
Yeah.
So the Jewel playlist. So enjoy your Jewel sailing.
That's awesome.
Devin says Disney cruises are totally worth it. Yeah, you know what? We have to agree. I mean,
Again,
it's
subjective.
But we've never been like, oh man,
I don't.
we shouldn't have done that.
You're definitely getting a lot of quality with what you're paying for. They're special.
Castaway Key is beautiful. Their private island.
It's a great private island, yeah.
That is, man, can't wait to go back there. It's been years.
I know.
The last Disney cruise we went on was 2013.
I know, it's been a long time.
Our honeymoon.
I mean, we've been on the ships, like on ship tours and stuff like that since then, but like actually
That's true,
sailing.
yeah, but sailing, we haven't done.
It's been too long.
Far too long.
Far too long.
We'll
We'll be back. We'll be back, though.
We'll be back. Like before, we will be happy to get on board.
Yes. Yes, we will.
Trisha says, would teenagers like Disney cruises? Well, I can tell you from experience, the first 2 Disney cruises I went on, I was a teenager, and I absolutely loved them. Chelsy could tell you, I'm probably not what you would consider, or wasn't what you would consider a normal teenager.
You definitely weren't social, that's for sure.
Nope, I went to the teens club for like 2 minutes. I walked in, they were like, all right, everyone, settle down, gather around now, let's all sit here and listen to the rules. And I was like, bye. I got up and left. They were like, what's he doing? I'm leaving.
And when did you do the whole cruise?
Basketball.
Yeah.
I was on the basketball court. My parents loved it because the ship's cam pointed out forward, and that's where the basketball court was when we sailed on the Wonder, Disney Wonder. And so they could turn on the TV and see me playing basketball.
But I
think it was forward.
Matt, now, like, maybe the teens program wasn't for Matt, but that doesn't mean the teens program isn't good or anything like that.
I'm sorry. I did paint a bad picture there. That was just for me because I'm not wasn't a very social person. But no, yeah, they have awesome stuff dedicated specifically to teens.
But I think that's a good thing to know, is that even if you have a teenager that's maybe not incredibly social and doing like those kinds of like group activities, there's still lots of things to do, like the basketball, the like some ships have arcades, the water slides. There's like, obviously a ton of things to do as a family, and just a lot of fun on the ship in general. But if if the teenagers are into doing like group activities and meeting new friends and stuff like that, the people in charge of the teens program do a really good job of organizing fun things like that.
Absolutely, yeah. It just wasn't for me. So yeah, good for you to clarify that.
Yeah, well.
Kind of made it sound like I was dumping on it. No, it great. It just wasn't for me. Also, if they love movies, Disney Cruise is great about this. They have their standard Broadway theater, which is absolutely gorgeous, and they do fantastic productions in there. And then they have a movie theater. And I don't mean, like, if you saw our Jewel of the Seas, funnily enough, we talked about that.
Oh, yeah, that was a very small movie theater.
It was like two rows. They had, like, the timeout desk.
Oh, yeah, there was, like, in the corner, there was, like, a desk that you could tell it was just put to the side, like, for something, but it looked like it was, like, a timeout thing.
All right, go sit over there.
But, so, anyways, Jewel had a very small theater, but Disney ships they're basically the size of the live theater.
But beautiful. They do the decoration and stuff in there. First run movies. We have seen stuff like Pirates of the Caribbean. Not the first one. I think maybe the second one on one sailing and the third one on another. Mm-hmm. But as soon as they're out in theaters, they're showing them on the Disney Cruise. And that's cool too because it's not just like animated stuff that maybe teenagers might not be as into.
Right.
They'll have live action as well.
It's anything that's under the Disney umbrella, yeah.
Yeah. So then once they acquired Marvel,
Star
stuff like that,
Wars.
Star Wars, they'll be on there. So and they do days like that too. You can book Marvel Day at Sea. They do stuff like that with special things like that. So yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff.
Lots of
Can't wait to show everyone Disney Cruise. Like,
I know. We've been out of it for a long time. I mean, we still know about it because we're travel agents and everything, but I'm excited to be back on those ships again.
Very excited.
They're special for sure.
I see the hand that they gave me to wave over there. It's a Mickey hand, and it says Disney Fantasy. When I was a cast member, I went out like 5 a.m. when Disney Fantasy first arrived to Port Canaveral and gave me the hand to... Hey!
Yeah.
I'm not a morning person, so I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm enjoying this, but I'm not exuberant. And I still have that over there. So Disney Cruise is amazing.
It is.
Paris says, we are getting our first vaccine shot next week. Great.
All right. Good for you.
Awesome blossom. And Clodagh says, I get my first jab on Monday. Well, we're just stacking them up.
Right.
Everyone's getting vaccinated. Don asks, which Disney ships are out of California? So it's very seasonal. They don't do it usually year-round, but it's usually the Wonder. Disney Wonder is usually on the West Coast because they do Alaska. Disney Wonder does Alaska, and I just saw their deployment schedule coming up, and that's not changing. Wonder is still doing Alaska. But outside of Alaska sailings, sometimes it will do Hawaii, and it will also do like the Mexican,
like
Baja, Mexican Riviera kind of stuff out of there. So it's usually the Wonder. I think sometimes the Magic might go over there, maybe. But it's usually the Wonder.
Usually Magic goes over to Europe.
Yeah. The great news is they're all really great ships. They're beautiful ships. Some of the biggest staterooms you'll find.
And I mean, they've, even if it's an older ship like Magic and Wonder, they've made improvements to them since then. They've changed up some of the restaurants and added like the Aquadunk.
Yep.
Which is kind of like a plummet kind of slide.
One of the trapdoors.
Yeah. So it's really, I feel like it being an old ship doesn't matter too much with Disney.
No.
They're so on point with taking care of stuff, and they've updated them too. So it's you really can't go wrong.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
But it's nice you have that option.
Yeah.
Disney being
for sure.
over there. Chris says, will Disney start Fast Pass back this year? Don't know.
Idea.
Don't know. I haven't gotten any word on that. I think they're just kind of taking it easy, playing things by ear right now. Mm-hmm. They're actually doing a lot of changes on the back end. So I don't want to say they're moving away from Magic Bands because they're not. You can still use Magic Bands, but they're not giving Magic Bands out for free anymore just because you're staying there. You can purchase them, but they're not just giving them to you. What they're actually doing is moving more towards the phone. They're announcing where you're being able to do more things with your phone. So for a little while now, we've been able to open the room, the door for the room using your phone. Now you'll be able to get into the parks with it. Of course, you can do mobile order. And eventually when FastPass does relaunch, you'll be back on that and you can tap in with that. The cool thing I saw is I think you'll be able to do that if you have like an Apple Watch. You can like pair, and then you'll just be so it'd be like your Magic Band.
That's pretty neat.
But doing it on that. So I say all that because I think they're maybe looking at things and deciding exactly how they want to go about it, because you have to remember Disneyland has Fast Pass and they do Max Pass, which is very different than Fast Pass Plus here at Walt Disney World. So that is, I think, generally speaking, more well received over there than ours is here.
Well, but also over there on the West Coast too, they don't have Fast Pass on every single ride.
No. And people have been enjoying, not having to wait for Fast Pass to fill in.
Yeah, I think they might be kind of like taking this opportunity to kind of look at it, and that doesn't mean that they're not going to do Fast Pass anymore, but I think they're kind of looking at it, which is good. It's a good thing to do.
And technology in general, right? As we see with Volcano Bay with Tapu Tapu, that kind of thing, are you going to be implementing more of that to where it's in virtual queue, like we see with Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure at Islands of Adventure? More things like that, where it's not as necessarily a Fast Pass, but just a different way of doing things.
Yeah.
Could be some more of that. The biggest thing to remember in terms of Walt Disney World of this coming year is the 50th anniversary kicks off October 1st.
That's crazy. That's such a milestone.
And they have been building up for this, and they have a lot of things planned for it. New rides that they've been building are coming. Decorations all around on the castle. They're already putting stuff up.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be, Disney World it's going to be a big deal this upcoming year and everything.
I think they would like to have it back up, Fast Pass by the 50th, but that's just, again, that's speculation.
Only so much in their control.
Yeah, that too. So that's that. All right, guys, we are all caught up on the comments here. So
man, you guys, a lot of good questions.
Yes.
A lot of good comments today.
If you have any more, feel free to keep sending them here. But so we talked about the biggest news that we're going to be sailing from Nassau, Bahamas, 7-night itineraries on Adventure of the Seas, starting in June. Will it be the 12th? We don't know, but maybe.
We'll see. I mean, we have a little bit of maybe inkling that it could be, but like we said, not official.
You upset Jinxie Cat.
Upset Jinxie Cat. But either way, whether it's June, whatever, it's gonna be June. It's gonna be June. Man, it's too bad it wasn't May, because that would have been perfect.
Missed opportunity.
But yeah, no, it's great. It just feels so good that there's gonna be something available again. I mean, it's not like the thing that everybody's going to be able to do yet, and it's not like the perfect or the thing that we've been waiting for, like the US cruising is starting back up again, but it's the start, so that's good, and at least maybe we can take note from those sailings and get an idea of what it's going to be like a little bit, and just be super ready when it does come here. So,
definitely. Yay. So very exciting with that. Celebrity cruises starting from St. Martin. Disneyland reopening at the end of April. Very exciting stuff all around. Just got a comment here from Jason. Fun chat today. Thank you so much. Hey. Hope to see you at more sandals in the future. Good. I was just about to segue to that news. Set it up for me. Perfect. Did want to remind anyone who attended our webinar from Sandals Regency La Tuque in St. Lucia, that if you wanted to book Sandals or Beaches Stay and take advantage of those webinar offers, those will expire Monday. So I need to hear from you, and we need to get you deposited and booked Monday at the latest. So Monday.
And yes, we will be at more Sandals.
Definitely. And beaches.
And beaches, because we love them now.
They are
we've always loved them, but now we love them from a guest standpoint as well.
Exactly. Devin asked a good question here. If I rent a locker in Universal, am I stuck with that specific locker all day, or can I use the same size locker somewhere else in the park without paying again? This is an interesting question, and actually don't know the full answer to that, because the times that we've used a locker for Universal is when it's free. So Universal is not like Disney where they have pouches and things on every ride for you to put your stuff. They want you to utilize a locker. They want it put away for the most part. Or a fanny pack.
The cool fanny pack.
If you have a 3-prong buckle, you can keep your things in a fanny pack, except for Incredible Hulk, Roller Coaster, and Rip Ride Rocket, and now maybe Velocicoaster when that opens up.
Oh, yes, possibly.
You'll have to store it.
Yeah.
But anyway, so when you go on a ride, they will give you a locker for free for a period of time based on how long the wait is for the line at that point and doing the ride and stuff. So that's all we've ever done. And now those are located at the specific rides. They're actually building more right now at Harry Potter Forbidden Journey and Islands of Adventure. So Men in Black has their own set of lockers. Mummy has its own set of lockers. So anything that requires that, they have them there and you can use them for free and then you just get your stuff when you come back off the ride. So we've only done that. As far as if you just need to rent a locker for the day and keep stuff in it all day, I honestly don't know if you'd be able to move it or not.
I mean, we have done it at Volcano Bay. We've never tried to switch a locker from one location to another. So, I mean, we have paid for a locker at Volcano Bay. I don't know if you can switch or not.
I bet if you talk to a team member, they can probably assist you with that, but just really don't know for sure.
Yeah. So
Oh,
sorry,
no.
we don't have a clear answer on that.
We haven't ever paid to rent a locker at the parks, like
At
you
the
said.
parks,
We did at
yeah.
Volcano Bay, but not at Universal Studios or Islands of Adventure.
But yeah, definitely talking to a team member would probably be your best bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll have the answers, and if they can do it, they'll be the ones that will have the power
That will help you do it.
to
That's
do
right.
that. So, okay, all caught up here again with the questions. Thank you so much to everyone who joined us today for this exciting news.
Yeah.
Lots of fun stuff coming on the horizon. Now, as we sign off, we always like to talk about what we have coming up in the future. So, it's been very, very busy lately for a while there.
To be honest, we don't, things are kind of moving so much right now. We don't have a definitive answer of what is concretely next for us right now.
No. Hopefully the Bahama cruises will
Hopefully
be very soon.
We don't know yet. We don't have any plans locked into place. Hopefully we'll be on adventure very, very soon, but we will definitely let you guys know when we know and we have something to share with you guys.
Yeah, exactly. So keep it tuned. We'll see what we're going to be doing. You know, we never know if we pop down to Universal or Disney or if another Sandals or Beaches adventure comes up out of nowhere.
You never know.
We weren't expecting the last one, so just stay tuned. And as soon as we have something, we'll be sure to share it with you. We look forward to sharing with you the coming news about those Bahamas sailings. Mm-hmm. Everything we'll find out. Remember, Wednesday, March 24th, this coming Wednesday, is when that booking opens for those cruises. So if you're interested in doing that, be sure to reach out via that travel agent information in the description of this video. We'll be happy to help you in any way we can with booking those sailings or anything else you want to do. If you want to go to Sandals or Beaches, you can do that as well, even if you weren't on the webinar. We've done it. I just booked someone yesterday who didn't do that. So that can happen. Universal, Disney, all that fun stuff. So last couple comments here really quick. Jason says, have a nice day, guys. I'm going to jump over to your channel and catch that last Turks update I missed this week. Yeah, thank you so much. We appreciate that. Thank you for joining us today. Dawn says, everyone have a good weekend. Thank you, Dawn. You as well.
Yay!
Have a fantastic weekend.
Coming.
Clodagh says, thank you. Take care and stay safe, everyone. Thank you so much, Clodagh. Stay safe over there as well. Parrish is so happy for y'all. Thank you for this live stream. Thank you, Parrish, as always, for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you and everyone for coming.
Steve says, thanks, guys. Good luck getting on the cruise. Take care. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody.
I hope to have more news for you soon. Stay tuned for all the coming adventures. Last Beaches vlog is coming.
It'll be up sometime this week.
And as you mentioned,
sometime this week as in like the upcoming week.
Yeah.
Today's the last day of
this
week. Yes.
So, and as you mentioned, then we'll have our room tour and our resort tour.
And resort tour, yeah.
From Beaches. And then Sandals Regency Latac from St. Lucia coming your way.
That's what's next.
Lots of fun stuff there as well. So stay tuned and we'll have all that news for you as soon as we can get it to you. But thank you for joining us all today. We'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. But until then, signing off. Happy travel!